Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 11th episode of Symphogear G. This one's titled Destiny Arc. Oh boy, that's the title. Sorry this is a day late. It was mainly just because World Trigger got delayed a day, and I didn't want to overdo it, so I pushed Symphogear back as well, and since we have an empty slot here, because How Not to Summon a Demon Lord isn't in this slot anymore, since that show's finished, it just made sense to push it back and not try and push myself too much, and then start falling behind on other shows again in the future, because we got a busy weekend coming up again, as usual, so I kind of want to make sure I don't overdo it before we get to the end of the season and start the madness all over again with a new season in summer. So that was partly the reason. Although I liked, I think it was Nep in the Discord who said, I'm just trying to make the gaps between cliffhangers a bit shorter. Maybe. Although I think I remember someone saying that episode 11 would not have as bad of a cliffhanger this season as others. Last week's cliffhanger is still probably the worst cliffhanger in terms of having to wait a week of all the ones in Symphogear. Like, I was lucky in a way that I watched the last 3 episodes of Season 1 together, so maybe the cliffhanger didn't feel as bad. Last week's cliffhanger was pretty bad, though. Like, Chris suddenly being a traitor? Question mark? I don't know about that. I don't know about traitor. I'm curious as to what's going on there. I almost don't want to believe it happened, but it did. So, I don't know. I don't know. But Miku had been experimented on with some linker to be compatible with Zesshou Jing, the relic, which now that it was in Symphogear form and being utilized, it could be powered up enough to actually destroy the seal that was stopping the frontier from rising, which looks like some form of like ancient ruin, essentially. It's kind of funny, as that was happening. Literally, I think the next day or the day after, Genshin had its 1.6 update, and we had a similar mechanic of, in the middle of the sea, these stranger islands that now were suddenly rising into the sky with like these ruins all around them. It's just kind of like conveniently like very similar, which is kind of funny. I have no idea what any of this means. I'm assuming it's all to do with relics and I guess the religion of the old world that they're kind of talking about. I don't know beyond that. There's probably a ritual or something that needs to be performed to do something. Probably. I'm sure Ver has his understanding of what needs to be done here. I mean, this is his idea, right? Like, he is the main antagonist at this point. What's her face? Fine is really not in this yet, because we know she's in Shirabe. Now that she has been taken into custody by Ogawa because he can run on water, because sure, like dudes of like what? Who is he? Same goes for Gensho, really, when you think about it as well. There's some badass people in this show, despite not being Symphogear users, which is just crazy. Now that we've got her in custody, the secret of her being the next vessel for Fine, I'm sure we have a test for that. Whether we're actually going to bother trying to test for it, I don't know. I feel like we would probably have some form of measure against it, just in case we have another infiltration, you know? So it would maybe make sense to do so, but they don't really have a reason to either, so I guess we'll see if they catch on to the fact that Fine is in Shirabe, just laying dormant and doing nothing at the moment. Whether that is through Hibiki actually getting through to her at the end of Season 1, or if she's just biding her time for something else to happen. We don't know. But yeah, so that happens. Chris is fighting off the noise. Kiruka is fighting Tsubasa, which means Hibiki has to fight Miku, because of course she did. We only had less than 3 minutes, I believe, to win this fight and to stop her. Unfortunately, we do. In the beam that they were using the Zesshou Jing relic for to remove the seal, they noticed that in the fight itself, the beam would destroy Symphogear armor, and as such, Hibiki reasoned, okay, well, what if I just shove Miku into the path of her own beam, because they're using some like weird mirror reflection, which is fucking awesome. It looks great, don't get me wrong. And they're going to use that to destroy the relic, or destroy the Symphogear rather, and save Miku, which I think has the knock-on effect of potentially saving Hibiki as well. If it destroys relics, well, it'll destroy the fragments that have been used to make the Symphogear. It's possible that it's going to destroy the fragments that are embedded in Hibiki, which means, in theory, Hibiki is no longer a Symphogear user, because she doesn't have a pendant or anything, and I don't know how many more Gungnir fragments they have. So, is Hibiki even a Symphogear user at this point? Will she get a new Symphogear? I don't think so. I feel like Gungnir is meant to be like her thing, as inheritance from what's-her-face? Kanade. There we go. This character names, man. It's terrible. So I assume there's going to be another way of doing it. There'll be another opportunity for Genshiro to say Gongnir Dodo. Like, you know it's going to happen, right? Like, if that's become a meme, and I've even thought of buying a shirt for that meme, I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's probably going to stay in some form. Whether it completely destroys it, whether it just subdues all the damage that we've done, I don't know. But I'm sure that's going to play into it. And then, of course, you got Chris shooting Tsubasa out of nowhere, which I have no real idea as to why. I'm trying to think of what I said last week, because I can't remember. Why would I say that? I can't remember even any of the theories I might have put out last week. Or even if I did have any as to why she would do such an action. I'm going to assume... I can't even assume that. No, I've got nothing. I've really got no idea why she would decide to side here. Unless it's blackmail. Didn't seem like it. She seemed very willing to do it. She didn't seem very sorry that she was doing it. Maybe she subscribes to this idea that Ver is now going for, but this doesn't make sense based on her previous motivations either. I just feel like I have to blame Ver because evil scientist, right? But I don't know when there was even a chance to do that. No, I've got nothing. Like, I guess Miku was kind of mind-controlled in a sense by Ver. Maybe he's been able to do that with Chris somehow, but I don't know if that's even possible. I can't remember if Chris had the same, like, dead-eye look that Miku had at the beginning. Well, rather at the end of 9 and into 10. But yeah, I can't wait to see what happens with that. We're probably not going to get an answer to that this episode. It might be episode 12 that we finally get the answer. And then Chris finally joins our side and teams up and we finally deal with this once and for all. But other than that, I have no idea where we're going, which is the beauty of Symphogear, right? Like, if you knew where you were going every single time, it wouldn't be quite as fun, right? So, anyway, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows that you can find, such as Symphogear G here. We're also doing Log Horizon a little later today as well. Should be straight after this, we'll see. We also have movie reactions available on the channel, with I Want to Eat Your Pancreas coming out tomorrow as well. That was voted on by my patrons as part of our monthly movie polls. So come join the Patreon in the first week of July, and you'll have access to vote onto that. And also you'll have access to every single completed winter and spring show that we've done on the channel, which is like... How many shows is that? It's probably about 40-odd shows, at least, I think. Somewhere around 40-odd shows that we have completed now. I'd have to double-check, but... yeah, there's a lot of content on there that you can get for just 1 month of subscription, so I would highly recommend it in that case. It's better than subscribing now, because I think some shows might end after June 30th. I think, so you would technically have to go into July as well. So if you really just want to make the most value out of it, wait till July, and you'll be able to binge the entire series that I've done, but, you know, think about it. But here on YouTube, we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time of the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then play start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. We watched this one on Anime Pahi as per usual, since they have the D-Truck sub version, and that's the version I like to use because it's a fan sub version. The official subs are perfectly fine, but I've been recommended the fan subs because it's a passion project, so it deserves passion subs. And I will say that overall, I have been enjoying them because the color coding, especially for songs, has been quite helpful when we've had duet songs or group songs. Less so recently, but I'm sure as we hit the finale, I'm sure there's going to be a group song or a duet song or something of that nature with the entire group to prevent the frontier going up or something to do with it. So, yeah, but you can use the screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. That should help you sync it up as well. So, with all that said, lengthy intro, but Symphogear. Let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh boy, here we go. This is the frontier. Or at least some of it. Why, Chris? Why? Look, she seems very sound of mind right now. Fucking hell. OB time. Since Hibiki is reaching for Fine in there, crazy fairy time, because that's what we live for here on Symphogear. With Fine technically in our possession, if we are aware of that fact and appeal to her, would she be willing to work with us to stop Ver? I don't think so, because Ver's plan actually benefits her. So, I don't think that's likely, because Ver's plan would involve the destruction of the world, well, of the moon specifically. But I guess we'll see. I'm still curious about Maria as well. Alright, here we go. Alright, yes. Obviously. Alright. Frontier. Oh shit. Oh shit, what the fuck? It looks like a fucking space battleship. I guess if it's an arc. Oh, I'm sure they're gonna do nothing. Yeah, you didn't. This guy. Yuki's doing good. Yuki's doing good as well. This bus is fine. Relatively. Yeah, that's from where you fucking bitch slapped me. It is, but she probably liked it. That's one way to spin it. Okay. Yeah. And disassemble. Okay. Not destroy. Okay. So all of it? So you did save her. Yeah, they did. Uh, well, that's complicated. Why? Why? The new world you wished for? Yeah. Yeah. Their plan involves the destruction of the world, though. You do realize that, right? They're saving themselves. Unless she believes that we're actually trying to save people. Oh, I think she just believes that this is actually trying to save people. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Generator room. So this is where Nephilim's gonna go. I guess, in some capacity. That. It's just like, goddamn. Oh boy, that's creepy. I mean, this is cool. Oh, nature's growing. It's the bridge, yeah, this straight up is a ship, huh? All right, yeah, no, it's the wrong way around. Sorry, I forgot. I said in the preview that it was they had Fine. Wrong way around. Kirika and Shirabe, I get you mixed up. It's Kirika that has Fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Greatly, yes. We're down to one Symphogear user. You didn't. She cared enough to not. Yeah. Or it's just a big play, but I don't think it is. Oh boy. This place is really cool. Looks like hieroglyphs of some sort on the walls there. Linka? Okay. And you're injecting yourself with it. Oh, okay. Yep, truly mad scientist, huh? Oh boy. What type of armaments does this thing have? Heretic Historia, okay. Mm-hmm. I'm sure. Oh boy. I mean, this is... Jesus. Whoa. It's a hand? Holy shit. What is going on? We're pulling ourselves out of the water by hoisting up on the moon. I don't think you will. Yeah, these currents are gonna... Yeah. Yep, we're gonna be stuck on it as well. Okay. The frontier shall rise. Wow. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do here? Bless them for trying, but you're shooting rock with probably at best a 5-inch gun. Oh boy. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That is vicious. I love it, but it's vicious. Gravity manipulation as well, huh? Do people really believe he's trying to save mankind? Yeah. Not much of a hero, but... Jesus Christ, Vera's gone. Holy shit. Of course. Well, we're beached on here, so... Increased strain on the moon. Frontier up, moon comes down. Accelerating the... Yeah. You can't do anything. And? Who's to say that's a bad thing? Uh... Jesus. Oh, lovely. Lovely there. You're such a charmer. Oh boy. How does Hibiki get back involved in this? That's what I'm wondering. I guess. Hibiki is going to get involved. How is she going to get involved? Lasting effect of the relics being embedded? I guess we'll see. Transformation with the bike. Hell yeah. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Hmm. We're referring to, yeah, we are. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. What do you want? Yep. Were. Hmm. Well said. Hmm. You never change? They're acquainted a bit, I'm guessing? Of course, Hibiki's going with. Yeah. Did no one notice that she'd do that? Uh. The wife who's supporting as well. That's true. You trained her too well. Hmm. Oh, goodbye, bike. Chris. Oh, Chris. Kiriko. That's okay. Full transformation sequence. Full transformation sequence. Have we seen her full transformation sequence yet? I can't even remember. God, they're badass as usual. Not the greatest pose. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Convert Maria. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Concerned about Fine. God, so fucking epic. Nope, not a chance. I mean, it was like something jungle. Infinite Fire Wheels, I can read that one. Oh, that was a transition. Reckless Infinite Strike. This is ridiculous, I love it. This is so badass. God damn it, there. Not keeping a track on Hibiki. Then fight to change it. Oh? Yes. Okay, we have a plan. Hell is that? Okay. Alright. I get a feeling that's like the final song. Alright. So yeah, I see why they mean about this cliffhanger not being so bad. They've set up a lot. I mean, there's more to come, but it's not like they just randomly switch sides on a character. Still confused as to why Chris switched. I guess she genuinely believes that this is the right way? I don't know. It's a good episode, though. Some badass moments as per usual. No after credits, okay. Alright, setting up a lot of stuff. Okay, so yeah, right at the very beginning I made a mistake on Kirika and Shirabe. Like, I'm terrible. I'm terrible, yeah. They don't know anything about Fine. Yeah, Shirabe should be getting a bit of an idea now with what she's been saying, but even still, it's like they would have no idea what to think either. So yeah, Mum's saying that her song might be able to prevent Maria's song might be able to prevent the moon from falling. Almost certainly is referring to like Superb song stuff, right? Almost certainly. Would Hibiki allow that? No, she'd want to sing with her, not let her bear that responsibility alone. But We have no Symphogear potential with Hibiki at all. Well, we don't believe to have any. It's possible there might still be some. I mean, being integrated with a relic for that long and getting to the point of being almost overtaken, yes, we went through a beam that removed everything relic related, but there's a chance that something still exists. It's possible. Okay, this is me thinking. I don't know if Maria is going to be a recurring character, because Maria might just be a one-off for this series. That's something I do not know. Like, I know Tsubasa, I know Hibiki, I know Chris. I know they're going to play a role for many, many seasons to come. Maria, I do not know. I do not know if she's only in this season, if she even shows up again, if, like, she's a minor character and it's, like, just reference stats every now and then. Like, I don't know what her story is. So, if we're going to say that she only appears in this season, maybe it's her Symphogear of Gungnir that we inherit as Hibiki to continue fighting from her. It's entirely possible they might go that sort of route with it. If Maria does stick around for longer, well then, I don't know how Hibiki gets her power back. There's got to be something. Maybe they have more Gungnir shards that they could make another Symphogear out of? I don't know. There's got to be something. I still am waiting for Fine to make a move in some aspect. I don't know whether she's going to be antagonistic or if she's actually going to be a benefit to us. Or if she's just going to be chill and just not play a part. If she's going to play a part, it'll be the cliffhanger for episode 12, won't it? Let's be real. Like, how do you cliffhanger it? By having Fine suddenly make a move. That's how you cliffhanger. But I don't even know. I don't even know at that point. I really don't. Yeah, the fact that anyone even trusts what Ver's talking about, like, because you've had a lot of context clues that Ver's probably not of sound mind when he says the things he says. So the fact that we've been keeping this up for so long, I guess we're just hoping that we can utilize him to just get to that point, and even if he has various intentions, we can at least stop him before they get too bad. I guess is the mentality. And then I assume that's what Chris's mentality is right now, is like to... Hang on, I think she even said so much in this episode, right? Where was it? See if I can find it again. Helps if the episode loads again. Doesn't want to load again. I guess I gotta refresh it to load it in, okay. Where was it? Was it this bit? No, it was after that. Where was it? It was after the Miku bit. Yeah, here it is. The only way to beat power is with even greater power. I want to put an end to the spread of war. Few lives lost as possible. Not realizing that Ver's plan involves the destruction of everyone on Earth. She sold on his idea, not knowing his idea in truth. Again. I hope we dive a little bit more into Chris's reasoning, because she's not a stupid girl. She kind of understands what's going on, but there wasn't really any inkling of that at all. At least thinking back on previous episodes, there was no real sign that she would take that sort of mentality to betray her friends. Maybe she had started thinking about it after being like pushed away from Tsubasa during their dinner thing. Maybe that was part of the catalyst into it. I don't know. It didn't seem like much at the time, but maybe it was. But yeah, the fact that people actually believe Ver in any capacity up until this point is kind of suspect. Like, how? Like, what kind of charisma does this dude have that people seem to believe him on anything? Like, seriously. Yeah, I don't know where this is going. Like, is Fine even going to show up? That's my biggest question up until this point now, is will Fine play a role at all, or are they saving that for a potential plotline in Season 3? Because I assumed Fine would be a recurring aspect of the show, but maybe not. It depends on what's going to happen to Kirika, I suppose, doesn't it? I guess we'll see. Man, Hibiki's going to get a power at some point. I don't know how. She has to have some power left, because there's no way you leave Hibiki out of your final fight. I just don't think that would happen. It's Hibiki, the main character of this series, but I guess we'll see. The final fight in Season 1 was so awesome. When her, Chris, and Tsubasa all activated at the same time. It was, like, so good. I'm hoping that this episode... Maybe 12 won't have it, because 12 is meant to be, like, the final despair before 13 is the savior. Right, that's how it's like. Episode 12 brings us to the lowest point where we think what's going to happen. And then right at the end, the cliffhanger is like, oh shit, but there's hope. And then you start to feel like, okay, here we go. But again, that cliffhanger... If Fine is getting involved, she'll be the cliffhanger. If she's not getting involved, I don't know what that means. I hope none of our cast dies. Well, except for... I think no one will be sad to see there go. But I think Mum was implying that Maria would have to use maybe her superb song in order to stop the moon from falling. In which case, Hibiki is probably going to stop that because she doesn't want to lose Maria as well. Maybe that's going to imply them singing together, and maybe Hibiki will have some power somehow. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I'm very, very excited to see where we go with this one. 2 more episodes left. It's going to be an exciting end to Symphogear G. And yeah, I think Symphogear GX is also 13 episodes, correct? Every season's 13 episodes, I believe? Yes, every season is 13 episodes. Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking because it might be getting later and later into the season that we start this, and it might throw off a little bit, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Still got 2 episodes left, so... Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 line you can find on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.